Hello, you lovely lot.
Welcome to Fort Brockhurst. The doors are locked.
I've locked the doors.
You're not going anywhere.
So don't think of escape.
There's no running. There's no escaping. Now that I've got your ears and your eyes,
You are listening to Unlocked.
welcome to Unlocked.
The voices of young people from Gosport.
So chill.
I grew up where the air smelt of salt and rust, where the tide pulled secrets from the earth's crust. A forgotten edge of the map, a town that taught you how to dream, but not how to escape the trap. We were kids with hand-me-down hearts, bruised from the start, trying to play our part on those long grey streets where the streetlights buzz, where everyone knew who you were and who you never was.
Gosport has a very oceany smell. Sometimes you can smell the salt, but then sometimes it smells very greenery, like the forest and mud.
You can see all the beautiful sights around you, like Portchester Hill, or maybe further afield when you look up the shore you can see all the way up to Southampton or the area of the New Forest.
It's different to a lot of parts of England. The history of Gosport is amazing.
When you go down by the harbour, you see all the big boats and stuff, and you can imagine what that could have been like for other people.
So for me, it's kind of normal now. When I was young, I was amazed though. Big carrier ships with jets on it and tanks and all that.
The Spinnaker Tower is sort of I call it the sort of mascot for the general around some parts of Hampshire. It's iconic.
Tall, pointy, has almost rib cages on the side of it, and you can go in there and see the whole of Portsmouth and Gosport from the top. It's always been there in my life.
My nan's from Belize. My great-granddad fought in the war. He drove a tank on D-Day and stuff.
My family bloodline goes quite a long way back, even to my great-grandparents who come from Gosport.
My family came here in 2006. On that year itself, I was born as well, in the UK. They came from India, the south of India, in Kerala it's called.
I actually lived in Portugal when I was very young. Because I'm a forces kid, my dad was in the Navy.
I like our town. I see a lot of art, street art. If you walk up the street, you can see a lot of art. Down the high street, Stokes Way, on the floor, on the walls. Seeing the art makes me feel happy, because people get to express themselves.
When I go to Stokes Bay, I jump off sea wall.
My earliest memory, probably at the beach. My mum would take us down there early and we got an ice cream in the morning, and that was quite fun.
Most of the days you get a good sunset at about 3-4 o'clock-ish.
Yeah, it would probably be difficult not to live next to the sea.
I do my school in Tesco's and Tunnel. When we get told off, we run away. Well, ride away. We can school for a whole day or someone tells us off. My happy memory is at the BMX track because I get to meet new people.
The bus shelters double as confession booths, and the ferry is the only thing that escapes on time. I hear traffic and the sound of seagulls in the morning. Thrown stones on Stokes Bay, the smell of vinegar, the shingle biting my skin. We'd watch the waves and talk of the wars fought within. The horizon stretched out like something we'd never reach. Our laughter tangled with the wind and the sea and the beach. Leesland Skate Park was our cathedral. Concrete and grit. We fell hard on that ground, but we always got up from it.
Keep it going, keep it going.
Stanley Park, battered BMXs, cider stolen from home. Every bruise, every scrape said, don't stop. Don't stop.
In about 10 years, I would actually just be doing art for a living, whether it's making clothing or designing stuff for street art, doing murals or art festivals and stuff like that.
The job I really want to get, I want to go to Fareham College and I want to be a motorsport mechanic, and I was thinking of taking a course in that, and my dad really supports it, he's really into cars.
I would like to become a manga artist so I can write good mangas like Akira Toriyama, who has sadly passed away.
My future, I've decided it's going to be radiography. Yeah, I'm planning to go to uni afterwards. I would love to go to Portsmouth because I don't have to pay for accommodation and everything, but yeah.
I think in my future, I just want to be known as a kind, generous, loving person. I feel like generosity and kindness makes the world spin.
I would like to be a doctor. I would like to help people feel better, like the doctors did for me when I broke my arm. I broke my arm on the monkey bars.
I want to be an actor and show my talent on screen or on stage.
When I get older, I probably want to go to the military to help our country.
One of my favourite subjects are dance and drama. I think in 20 years' time I will be on a sunbed on a sandy beach with a lot of money. I hope.
Right, I'm not finished with you yet.
I've got more to say.
Come on.
Follow me.
You at the back. Chop chop.
Gosport would, if I had to describe it as like a person, I'd say it's a man.
Down to earth, hard working, and is probably dying to make the world a better place.
A physical worker, a very much physical worker.
Beer belly, maybe very cockney, big England supporter, you know, football's on.
An old lady, she would say, "Hello dearie, welcome over. This is a wonderful place to be."
I think it would have a good personality.
He maybe has times that are struggling, but also times where they are at peace.
They wouldn't be on the straight and narrow, but they'd wanna get back on it. They have some rough bits, they have some nice bits, they have some beautiful bits, but they also have some bad bits. That's what Gosport's like. It's a whole mix of everything. It's a whole mix of everything.
I want people to hear that young people have voices, because a lot of the time when you hear about Gosport children are young, it's always something bad, like gang violence or something, but they never highlight the positives of it.
Just acknowledge that young people do have their own minds and are smart, and they're not as dumb as you think they are. We do understand quite a bit more than adults probably think we do.
I feel like Gosport can be a bit separated from the rest of the country, because where it is a peninsula, almost island-like, it feels like we're not that connected, and whenever you want to travel somewhere, you always have to travel further than some people who maybe live inland.
At the end of the day, travel it keeps getting expensive. It doesn't really stop. And yeah, I think that's one of the main issues.
Public transport over the years has become a lot more expensive and not as accessible for some people, especially school children.
People that are young should have barely any price rate.
Young people in Gosport, it's usually kind of like parks or the shops, because like there's not many like activity places or like stuff set on, apart from like the summer passport.
We have a lot of talented people who are young. We have musicians, scooters, skateboarders, we have artists, singers. We have a lot of young talent.
Maybe some like open mics or places you can like enhance your skills, like for art and stuff, or like access to different materials, because like people can be really good at something but like only have those like materials in school, like can't access it at home. So I feel like somewhere for people to go to like maybe meet other younger people and like do like things they love there.
What would make me stay in Gosport would be more indoor activities, like an arcade, bowling alley, maybe like painting classes.
I think there should be more art museums in Gosport, like that giant pyramid of arts in Paris.
I would love the people in charge of Gosport to give us a theatre.
I would also like a theatre, so children around here can watch pantomimes and stuff, so then they don't have to travel, because some people might not have the money.
Also a rehearsal room for people who might want to do some acting.
I don't know, more options for people. There really aren't a lot of options. Everyone I know has left.
In the future, I might try and travel out of Gosport, mainly because I feel like there's not enough job opportunities in Gosport.
I feel like I'll move away.
There's just not enough opportunities for people.
I think my future is probably outside of Gosport at this point in time.
I feel like for someone who could make a difference, they should add more like, I don't know, opportunities for younger people to like see where they want to go in the future, because everyone always says like you need to know what you want to be, but never give us like the resources to learn what kind of options there are out there. All you hear is like NHS and stuff, but like not everyone wants to do the same career path, so I feel like more like diverse opportunities for young people, like loads of different things they could teach us and stuff.
Sure, there were cracks in the beauty, shadows in the light. The towers loomed, ghosts watching the night. A place where dreams and despair went hand in hand, where some fought for freedom, others just sank in the sand. We were the kids no one bet on, the ones they'd discard, told we'd amount to nothing, that life would be nothing but hard. But we found hope in the smallest of things, in ferry rides, in sunsets, in the songs that we'd sing. The arcade was magic, a temple of sound, where coins fell like promises that never came round. The glow of the machines lit up our face as we dreamed of an escape, a faraway place.
Funny thing is, with Gosport, you have people on the bottom of the ladder and then people at the top of the ladder as well. It's quite extreme with the pay differences.
Around
is like a very loud place because you get loud teenagers everywhere, like messing around and stuff.
It's like there's those like people that cause trouble and that.
Houses that have been built long ago and like sort of got worse over years. If you're listening to this, I would like more things you could do during the day, so then people won't like choose a different route to like being like people that are causing disturbance and stuff.
It gets really boring around here sometimes.
The skate park, I think a lot of the children or teenagers around this area would like to have one of those.
An empty spot that like people don't really use, and then they should build one. Grinds, ramps, like quarter pipes, a bowl. That's it really.
If I had 3 wishes, one of them would be to make sure that no one goes through any bad times, and like have a lot more places where they can go and feel happy and safe and talk about things like if they have bad thoughts or like they're just upset.
My second wish would be for everyone to be rich and the homeless could live in mansions. My last wish would be for Donald Trump to be kinder to everyone in the USA.
I'm possibly optimistic about the future.
I think Gosport will always be my home because the amount of memories I've made here, the amount of people I've met here.
And it always has a way of bringing people back to it, no matter what. So if you've lived here for just a little bit of your life, you're always going to end up back here, one way or another.
Gosport to me is a lovely place.
Gosport can be like very I don't know the exact word. I think I'd come back to the word family, yeah. To describe Gosport, I would describe it as family, yeah. So I think if you see Gosport as a whole, you'll start to realise that everyone looks out for each other, yeah. But Gosport, yeah.
Gosport held us like an anchor, like a chain. We loved it, we hated it, that beautiful pain, the kind of place that gets under your skin, where leaving feels like losing, but staying feels like giving in. Gosport isn't perfect, but it's ours. A historical town of small moments, of scars and stars. It taught me to fight, it taught me to feel, because no matter how far I roam or where I find my place, I'll always carry Gosport in the lines, on my face. The heartbreak, the beauty, the joy and the fight. Forever a kid chasing dreams under Gosport nights.
I hope you enjoyed Unlocked. You heard the voices of young people. Listen to us.
And if you can make a difference and a change for the young people of Gosport, make it happen.